Welcome back to the channel. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment to help me grow the channel. Today we have a 2020 Toyota CHR with the CVT transmission. Today's plan is to remove our oil pan on the transmission, remove the gasket, remove the filter and change that out along with the new transmission fluid. So first thing I'm going to do is put the car on the ramps. Alright, car is on the ramps. This particular vehicle here is a 2020 CHR with 71,000 miles on it currently. Probably would have been smarter to do transmission service on it earlier, but since we just got this car in, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that transmission service for the future owner of this vehicle, making sure they have a longer lasting transmission, because these CVT transmissions are prone to fail. They start whining and shifting not properly, so I want to make sure that the future owner will have a higher life out of this transmission. So as you see, car is on the ramps already. Under here we have beauty covers. We're gonna remove that plastic beauty cover here to access the bottom of our pan. Okay, our beauty cover is now removed, held by some 10mm bolts and few clips. Here is our transmission oil pan. We can go ahead and pop this plug off. It's a hex something, we figure it out in a second. To drain our transmission fluid, we go ahead and take a measuring bucket which has cords on it. We will collect transmission fluid, see how much comes out from it, and refill it with the exact same amount. The tool that works is a H6 that fits here into this bottom plug right here. Let's crack that open. Okay, that drain bolt cracked loose, and let the fluid run out. Now that the flow has slowed down, same H6 we had fits in here, that we can go ahead and turn out. Let's see, let me go ahead and get it in my hands. There we go. Go ahead and turn it out. That's usually what they do, to use it as a level plug. There we go. Now we get the proper flow. That's highly likely what they do get the proper measurement. If your car is on a flat ground, you have this tube in, the fluid level reaches to a certain point at certain temperature, and once it starts dribbling out, then you know that you're on a correct level with your transmission fluid. But right now you can see plenty of fluid coming out from there. We are going to make our lives easy and measure what comes out and refill it with the same amount. Leaving the rest of the tranny fluid run out, we start unbolting all these 10mm around the pan area. We're slowing down on the trip. Let's just put the drain plug here for temporary and slide the bucket away. We have few more bolts to undo. Let's unbolt those last bolts so we can access our filter. Pan is removed. Okay, regular clutch dust on the magnets. There's two bolts holding the filter, one here and one on the other side holding the filter. Remove that, remove the filter. There is more fluid coming out from there. Bolts removed. Here we go. Okay, go ahead and leave this thing draining a little bit, making sure our old O-rings come out, making sure there is nothing old. Okay, that's our old gasket. I'll remove this. I'll replace it always with a new one, because otherwise you are wasting your time. It starts leaking again. Okay, next up, let it drain a little bit. Then we get our pan cleaned up, get new filter installed, get new gasket on the pan, and screw back the pan. Funny enough that our dealership here in Orlando, Florida didn't store or stock no filter or gasket, because they said they don't really service those things, which highly likely is the reason why these things also fail. So got one overnighted, our filter, our pan gasket. I have installed our check pipe here, and okay, now it's time to go ahead and put our gasket back on, bolt it down, crisscross pattern. Oil pan is mounted back, new gasket, new filter. Now it's time to go ahead and take off our front driver's side wheel. To get access to this liner bar here, remove this liner bar to access the side of the transmission. Wheel is removed, the side cover is removed with couple clips holding it. Now you can come here, you will see that's a 24mm fill plug. We go ahead and pop that one off. We're gonna measure our fluid, and then we go ahead and pump in exactly the same amount of fluid or a little tap more. So here is our fluid. Here's a pump we got from Walmart. We're ready to pump it in. Time to reinstall this plug, put the wheel back on, turn the car on, shift through the gears, and check our fluid temperature. At cold temperature we should should be between 104 to 113 Fahrenheit. Then we can go ahead and remove the check plug when we are on a level surface and see if any fluid starts dribbling out. If there's no fluid coming out at that temperature, we have to add a little bit more and recheck it and make sure it's within the temperature range. If the fluid starts dribbling out slowly, then you're at correct transmission fluid level. But make sure you're on a correct temperature, 104 to 113 Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, do our fluid check, and we're gonna be done with this. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe.